on Wednesday, September 10th, 2025 at 6:38 p.m. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Troxel, would you please take roll call?
Yes, I can. Councilman Thomas Schmidt. Here. Councilman Kevin Conley.
Present.
Councilwoman Robin Arvanitis.
Here.
Councilman Caleb Johnson.
Present.
Councilman Rob Getzlaw. Attorney David Austin.
Present.
Deputy Fire Chief David Meyer. Here. Police Chief Pete Sormas. Here. Park Superintendent John Novicic. Here. IT AJ Garcia. Here. Nice Engineering Neil Simstad. Here. Public Works Director Chad Nondorf. Here. Director of Operations Andy Hansen.
Here.
Town Manager Jim Gorman.
Here.
Recording Secretary Robin Teal. Present. Clerk Treasurer Michael Troxel, present.
Thank you. The Waterworks Board consists of 3 members, which would be myself, Robin Arvanitis, Tom Schmidt, and Kevin Conley. First on the agenda are the minutes of the August 13th, 2025 public meeting.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Minutes are approved 3-0. Next on the agenda, we have claims. Mr. Troxel, do we have any additional claims for the Waterworks Board?
No additional claims, Madam President.
So move on.
Say aye. Claims are approved 3-0. Next on the agenda, we have reports. Are there any staff reports regarding the Waterworks Board meeting? Any staff reports?
No reports, Madam President.
Council reports regarding the Waterworks Board meeting?
No, ma'am.
None.
There is no old business, no new business. Is there any business from the floor regarding the Waterworks Board meeting? Any business from the floor? Seeing and hearing none, this meeting is adjourned.
I'd like to call to order the Stormwater Board for September 10th, 2025 at 6:40 p.m. Roll call is different than the Waterworks Board. It consists of 3 members, myself, Tom Schmidt, and Robin Arvanitis. First agenda item is the minutes of the August 13th public meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Minutes are approved. The second item is claims. Are there any additional claims, Mr. Treasurer?
No additional claims, Mr. President.
So move on claims.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Claims are approved. Are there any reports from staff in regard to the Stormwater Board?
No reports, Mr. President.
Are there any council member reports for the Stormwater Board?
No.
Hearing none, there is no old business, no new business. Any business from the floor in regard to the Stormwater Board? Yep, come on up. You got to speak into the microphone, sir. Just please.
And say your address too, please.
Stormwater system coming out of the pond, that's part of the stormwater, is that correct? Where I see you guys pumping all the time and over there. The last 2 weeks, you guys have spent lots of time and people over there on the edge of Nova South. Correct. Seen it. Correct. True. Okay. Is any of that, does that have anything to do with all the problems that we're experiencing with the pond? All the slime and all the smell and all the brush and the pumps that don't work because it's too shallow and this and that. You know, is that part of that problem? Because if that's the case, then I would ask my councilwoman, who's in my area, to get with you people, and I'm glad to see she's on the Stormwater Board, and why don't we get one great big comprehensive package going here about how we're gonna solve the problem at Novosello's Pond? Because it's a problem, been a problem, I've been there 40 years. The only reason there's pumps in the pond is this guy right here. And you know that's true. He knows that's true. Because I'm the one who got rid of the birds and all the rest of it. and put the pumps in the pond because of the slime there. The chemical treatment. I did it on myself, went to the library, researched how to do that with a stagnant pond, and that's what happened. So what I'm thinking is, you know, people have called now and complained about all the shrubs, right? All the growth around it, and they came and responded and chopped it all down, and that let out about 50 geese. All over our yards, crapped all over our yards, still crap all over our yards, so people can see the beautiful pond, which is slime green, except for on the other end. On the end, my end, which I would call north, I guess, north end, the slime bowl, always. The other end, nice and clean and clear, all the shrub and bushes are gone. Now, why is it that people on my end of the pond that pay taxes don't get that same privilege? That's what I want to know. So what needs to be done, there needs to be big work there. And I know it's a lot of money. I mean, I know this isn't a little thing. Dredging the pond is a problem because of the waste probably, you know, how handling all the waste and everything. But something's got to be done with that pond. Now, right now, I didn't complain too much about it to Robin, what they did to my yard and our neighbors' yards with the geese, with the haphazard scrapping of shrubbery, because I'm not selling my home, okay? But if I had a for sale sign out front of my house, and every day there were 50 geese sitting, every time someone came to buy my home, there were geese sitting in the yard, you're defecating all over my property, pretty sure that would be a deficit. So we need to do something about the pond. I didn't come here for the stormwater. I came here for some answers from people who know the law. That's what I want. I want answers about the pond. But I'll get back to that. But you know, let's do something about that pond. All the other ponds in Schererville look nice, right? I mean, most of them. But that pond in Novoselo, one of the oldest maybe, I don't know. And I'm sure there's many, many reasons you could tell me that, you know, are against you. You know, things that are working against correcting the problems. But we need to focus on that. A lot of people spend a lot of money in that neighborhood to buy homes in there. $370,000 for homes in that neighborhood to look at that pond.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Any other business from the floor for the Stormwater Board? Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned.
Call to order the Redevelopment Commission meeting for Wednesday, September 10th, 2025. The time is 6:45 PM. The roll call will change to include the entire town council for the redevelopment. Minutes of the August 13th, 2025 public meetings.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes 5-0. Claims, any more claims, Mike?
No additional claims, Mr. President.
Motion to pay the claims.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes
Mr.
5-0.
Chairman?
Yes.
I did have a question on claims for Mr. Nondorf. Is the townwide concrete jobs all done for the year yet, Chad? That would be line item number C.
Yeah, they build this in one lump sum. There is some scattered ones, end of the year stuff from water main breaks the last 3 weeks or so. And we're gonna be out there excavating those to have the new concrete poured in those locations.
Okay, thank you.
And that should be it for the year.
Okay. I think the claims passed, didn't they?
I think so.
Lost track.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All right, any reports from staff on redevelopment?
No reports, Mr.
All
President.
right, council members? We don't have any old business or new business. Any business from the floor regarding redevelopment? Any business from the floor? Hearing none, this meeting's adjourned.
Good evening. I'd like to call the Utility Board meeting for Wednesday, September 10th at approximately 6:47 PM. The roll call is the same as the redevelopment. It's the full council. First item on the agenda is the minutes of the August 13th public meeting.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Any additional claims? Next item's claims. Any additional claims, Mr. Troxel?
No additional claims, Mr. President.
Motion to approve.
Second?
We have a motion and a second on claims. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Reports. Any reports, staff? Neil from engineering, any reports on utilities?
No reports, Mr. President.
Chad?
Nothing.
Andy?
No reports.
Jim?
No, Mr. President.
No reports from staff. Is there any reports from council members regarding utilities?
No.
No reports. We'll move right in. We have no old business. We have no new business. Is there any business from the floor regarding utilities? Any business from the floor regarding utilities? No business from the floor. This is meetings adjourned. We'll move right into the town council meeting.
I'd like to call the town council meeting to order for Wednesday, September 10, 2025, at 6:48. The roll call will stay the same as the utility board. So with the pleasure of the board, the minutes of the August 13, 2025 public meeting.
So moved?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Are there any additional claims, Mr. Troxel?
No additional claims, Mr. President.
Thank you. Pleasure of the board.
So move on claims.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Jim, if you want to go around and see if there's reports from staff members?
Sure thing, Mr. President. Deputy Chief Meyer with the Fire Department. Any reports, sir?
Just one quick announcement. Saturday, October 4th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. is going to be our annual Schererville Fire Department open house for Fire Prevention Week. So we're inviting everybody to come out and join us. Plenty of demonstrations, kid obstacle courses, refreshments, a lot of good stuff for the day. So Saturday, October 4th, from 11 to 2. It'll be at Station 2, which is at 280 Plum Creek Drive. That's all I got, sir.
Thank you, sir. Chief Sormas with the Police Department.
Yes, sir, thank you. Just wanted to report to the board that last month, the Schererville Police Department was credited once again for the 5th time by the CALEA Commission, which is a commission on accreditation for law enforcement agencies. We've been CALEA designated agency since 2007 for this process. To be a CALEA, so I could explain what a accredited agency means, it's a public safety agency that has voluntarily committed to and meet rigorous and internationally recognized professional standards for excellence in management and service delivery, verified by an independent team of assessors. This accreditation demonstrates a commitment to best practices, requires comprehensive written policies, promotes accountability, and helps agencies improve community relations and operational efficiency. So we were accredited for the 5th time.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
So, and also another report, tomorrow we'll have our annual 9/11 memorial, which will be staffed by 9/11 committee members and police and fire from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And we're hoping that everyone can stop by and remember and honor those that have died September 11, 2001. So they're like, again, if you have time, please stop by.
Thank you, Chief. Park Superintendent John Novosich.
Thank you. Real quick, we have our Country Affair event this Saturday at Reeder Park from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have a lot of food vendors, crafters, and kids' games and contests. So if you're able to come by, check it out. Should be a beautiful day.
Thank you, John. Neil Simstad with Nice Engineering. Any reports?
No reports, Mr. Gorman.
Mr. Nondorf, Public Works Director.
I wanted to give you a quick update on the Burr Street reconstruction project. They're still installing water main. They got through the first section of bad ground where the water main needed to be supported by pilings. They'll be working north from there and getting into the next section of bad ground. I talked to the construction superintendent from M&J Underground this morning. The project's going to be pushed back in time for the reopening of the road to possibly late October, early November. But he assured me that all this work is going to get done that's remaining out there. Reith Riley will be coming in and doing curb and asphalt and binder and the trail on the south end. They were on site yesterday. So that's the update on the road work out there.
Thank you, Chad. Director Hanson.
No reports.
No reports, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Council members, any reports from council members? Hearing none. At this time, public comment regarding the agenda items. Anybody? And you must limit your time to 3 minutes. Please state your name and your address for the record.
Kevin Dean, 1905 Sir Richard Road, Schererville. One of the agenda items is giving $2,000 to some children with cancer, and I'm adamantly opposed to the government here taking my tax dollars and using them for pet projects like this. I have nothing against children with cancer or their fundraising efforts. If the city or the town of Schererville wants to let them use a park or something along those lines, I can understand it, but to give them money, I'm opposed to that. The other item I have a problem with is the development of the raceway property. There's a request for about $15,000, I believe it was. I didn't get a copy of the agenda because I guess I was a little late. But anyways, I'm not sure if this $15,000 is approving expenditure of the $93,000 that was previously approved, or is an addition to the $93,000 that was previously approved. But my problem with it is that I've seen some of the presentations from Reardon Associates for the development of this land, and I'm trying to wrap my head around the problem of how are we going to fund it. There's 30,000 people in Schererville. I'm not sure how many households that actually is, but if you're looking at a $45 million expenditure, even over 30 years, and you're gonna have to maintain it then for 30 years of the life of the project, you're probably looking at another $15 to $20 million. How are we gonna fund all that, and what's the tax on each individual household going to be? I understand there's other ways to help fund it, but ultimately the taxpayers are going to be responsible for it. And I'm finally going to say we have some very qualified people from sitting here for the last 2 years listening to the town council. We have people here working for Schererville who could adequately do what Reardon and Associates are doing for my tax money. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Anybody else? Okay. Take your time.
My name's William Parato, 1750 St. George Drive, Schererville. I just have a question since the town lawyer is here and the police chief is here, I have a question about law that I couldn't understand this afternoon. It couldn't be explained to me by 7 Schererville police officers. What is the level, or how is it determined how a voice or the decibel level of a voice determines disorderly conduct and the threat of arrest and jail? I want to know how that's determined. You're not going to be able to answer this here. I would like a response either from the attorney or from the police. They know how well, if they can't answer it, if they can, fine. I'm just saying, but I want that explained to me, because I was threatened with jail several times this afternoon without because of my voice, because of the tenor of my voice, the loudness of my voice. It was claimed to be shouting. But as you can tell, I talk loud all the time. I have a hearing deficit, so I do talk. But they threatened me with jail, and I was the one who called them to my home to keep a contractor from blowing his crap all over my driveway. And they did everything but kiss and hug these people before they left. But that's beside the point. But I want to know, so I know the next time when I'm intimidated or tried to be intimidated by Schererville Police Department, what's the determining level? How high is the decibel got to be before it's considered too loud to be disorderly conduct? And how is that determined in the field? All right, second of all, I want to put on record on here, for 30 years, the idiot that lived next door to me called them every other day, it seemed, bitching about me washing grass down the curb and on his yard. And every time that happened, the Schererville Police Department came and told me, you can't do that. You can't do that. They told me I couldn't even blow the leaves that fell from his tree onto my yard back onto his property. 3 years ago, I woke up one morning all along Klein Avenue on my backyard, on your property. There were, 30 white sheets of paper, copy paper, all along the backyard, right at the edge of Klein Avenue. There was one on my property line. The rest were on the neighbor's property line, on that side of the property line. On your property though, city property. I took a rake, put it up there, and I went back where the other ones was, because there was one on my property, and I moved it over. Your police officer threatened me with vandalism
Sir, your time's up, 3
and
minutes.
literally. What?
Your time is up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Well, your time's up. You get 3 minutes.
Oh, and that's it. Okay, so you're gonna get me an answer on
Time's up,
that.
sir.
All right, that'll be fine. Thank you.
May I suggest you lengthen that? We all got more time than 3 minutes.
Thank you. Okay, we have one more in the back? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, come on up. State your name.
Yeah, my name's Mike Boy. I'm from 222 Plum Creek Drive, and I just wanted to say I've been to hundreds of council meetings. I think you guys do a great job. I can't believe how well you run everything here. And also, way back when, maybe before some of you were born, I used to represent the Schererville FOP for a few years. And I personally want to commend all the police officers in the town. I think they do a fantastic job. As far as the issue, the gentleman here mentioned that there's a possibility of the town deciding to donate money to children with cancer. I don't know all the whatever it was about it, but in my opinion, watching you guys just now, I think whatever you guys decide is in the best interest of the town. I think that the town will support you, and I want to thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else with any comments regarding tonight's agenda? Okay, sir, just take your time. State your name and your address, please.
Ira Zimmer, 1720 South Park Avenue, Schererville. I'm not sure if this was the right time. I'm here to represent the Veterans Memorial Crossroads Museum. I know last month the town board actually kind of did a verbal, unofficial vote that said you would support us, and they sent me here tonight as a representative to ask if there was any new information on how the Ileana reconstruction's going or anything like that.
Jim? No.
Not at this time. Okay, that's fine.
Not yet.
All right, and then one other thing, I talked to the chief earlier. I want to commend him and his department. I see we made the local news, and we were actually national news. The other night, there was an incident in Chicago where a man beat up a 76-year-old man and killed him, and then took 2 kids out of a car at gunpoint and drove out here, and the fine police department captured him, and I want to thank the chief and everybody. We're doing a great job here, keeping us safe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else with any comments regarding tonight's agenda? Okay, hearing or seeing none, the floor is now closed. There is no old business. So under new business, we will have a public hearing on the budget. Mr. Troxel?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. This is the first of 3 hearings that will be held on the town municipal proposed 2026 budget. This meeting is a public hearing. Citizens will be given the opportunity to speak. The proofs of publication, this meeting was noticed and needed to be submitted through the State Gateway Program at least 10 days prior to tonight's meeting. It was submitted on Thursday, August 28th, 2025. I have copies of the Form 3, which is the estimated budget for the 2026 that was submitted through Gateway. The budgeting process is for 18 months, July 1st to December of the following year. Reviewing of past budgets, identifying and forecasting revenues for the coming period, and assigning amounts to spend on the town's various costs. The Department of Local Government Finance has stated a 4% levy increase has been approved for 2026. A 5% levy increase has been used for a budget estimate. At this time, Mr. President, you can call for any oral or written remonstrations tonight.
Okay, thank you. Is there any comments? We're going to open the floor. Any comments regarding the Schererville 2026 budget? Any comments? Any comments? Any comments? The floor is now closed.
Okay, with that, I'm looking then for a motion to authorize the clerk treasurer to prepare documents pertinent to the 2026 budget for final action on Wednesday, October 8th, 2025 at 6:30 PM in this meeting room.
Pleasure of the board.
Motion to approve on first reading.
You have a motion?
Second, I have a question for Mr. Troxel.
Okay.
Mr. Troxel, you said that there was it was three stages? So if this is the first reading, would it be finalized on October 8th?
That'll be the second approval there, if it's adopted then. The third one is when the Department of Local Government Finance issues their 1782 notice, and we accept it at that time, usually in December.
Okay.
Thank you.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
Yep, thank you all.
We have another public hearing tonight on ordinance 2030, which is an ordinance providing for additional appropriations in the Stormwater Improvement Fund of the town of Schererville for year 2025 and all matters related thereto. Mr. Troxel?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. The notice is hereby given to all taxpayers, and this was in the, in both papers, and it was properly advertised. Mr. Austin?
Publication has properly been made. Legally, you can conduct the public hearing.
This additional appropriation is coming from the budget class 300 storm, $100,000 for the Stormwater Improvement Fund. Last December, the council passed a stormwater fee, and no budget was approved at that time for 2025, since we did it in December of 2025. The budget had already been approved, so there is no budget appropriated to spend any money out of that fund. We did have some expenses this past year, so I'm asking that the appropriation of $100,000 of those funds that were received be approved to use those expenses. What will happen then, if it's approved this evening, then I will be required to send this to the Department of Local Government Finance. They're going to review to make sure we have the funds in that account to appropriate, and then we will get notice that it's all been approved. So,
And you can spend
At
the
this,
money.
pardon?
yeah.
Then you can spend the money.
Then you can spend the money, yes. So at this time, we will open to the floor for any comment. Any comments from the floor? Any comments from the floor? Any comments from the floor? Hearing none, the floor is now closed. Pleasure of the council on ordinance 2030.
Mr. President, I move to approve.
We have a
I'll second.
motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved, 5-0.
Thank you.
Mr. President, I move to adopt.
We have a motion and a second to adopt. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0.
Thank you.
Resolution 2025-10 is a resolution
Articulating.
yes, thank you. For the sense of the town of Schererville, vehemently opposing the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission approval of NIPSCO increase to residential electric rates of approximately 16.75%. Clause number 45160. Jim?
Thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, this resolution is opposing that increase from the electric rate for residential. If it is approved tonight, it'll be forwarded to the IURC, which is the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure of the board.
Motion to approve Resolution 2025-10.
We have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any discussion?
Yeah, Mr. President, I'm not sure I understand why we're doing this. It's already been approved by the IURC. I mean, yeah, we can be mad about it now, but it's already been approved. They're not going to reverse their ruling. We're not appealing the ruling or the order. I don't see the purpose of this. I'm upset about it as well, but this is something that needs to be fixed at the state level. This needs to be.
I think it's just for the record, though, to show on record.
Yeah, I think the governor's questioning it.
I
Yes.
get it. All right, thank you.
So we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Resolution 2025-11, a resolution supporting our police department and a police appreciation day and all matters related to. Jim?
Whereas the Town Council of the Town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, has been advised by the Chief of Police and the Police Commission that the town adopt a resolution which supports our police department and recognizes that its officers are a vital part of our daily lives. And whereas the Town Council of the Town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, has reviewed and said recommendations of the Chief of Police and the Police Commission. And whereas the Indiana Home Rule, Indiana Code 36-1-3, authorizes a municipality to adopt an ordinance or resolution prescribing a specific manner of operating or policymaking by a city or town. And whereas the Town Council of the Town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, having reviewed and considered all recommendations and being duly advised, now concurs that it is advisable, necessary, appropriate, and in the best interest of the residents of the Town of Schererville to adopt a resolution which supports our police department and recognizes that its officers are a vital part of our daily lives. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Town Council of the Town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, as follows. Section 1, that the Town Council of the Town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, representing the citizens and voters of the Town of Schererville, Indiana, supports our police department and recognizes that its officers are a vital part of our daily lives. Section 2, that the Town Council of the Town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, is dedicating September 25th, 2025 as Police Appreciation Day in association with their efforts in placing their lives in danger every day to protect the citizens of the Town of Schererville. Section 3, that this resolution shall take effect and be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval by the Town Council of the Town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, in conformance with applicable law, all of which is resolved this 10th day of September 2025 by the Town Council of the Town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana.
Pleasure of the board.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Consider approval of budget increase in the amount of $15,000 to Reardon Consultant Services for Phase 2 agreement of the Ileana redevelopment project. Mr. Reardon is here. Mr. Reardon, if you don't mind coming up. Good evening. How are you, Pat?
Good evening. I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Just want, to explain to the board and the public why we had to increase it to the $15,000.
Excuse me. The council, town administration has the paperwork that was previously submitted. In short form, we're asking for the increase because the project is going on significantly longer than anticipated. And because of that, with the budget amount that we have, we'll run out of money for Reardon Consulting. We anticipate that with the council's approval okay for the concept, that we would deliver a final draft concept to the council within 4 to 6 weeks. And over that 4 to 6 week period, we would eat up all the remaining budget. So we're asking for the increase to cover our time.
Any questions from council?
Question for Mr. Gorman. Is Structure Point asking for an increase?
They are not.
No, I don't see the need.
Mr. President?
Yes, Mr. Schmidt.
Yeah, I agree with Mr. Reardon here. This amount's tied directly to the scope of his services to get the final master plan put together. If you remember, in the beginning of the year, we cut out any contingency on his contract, which if we would have left that on there, this would have covered a situation like this where the time got extended and it costs more. Naturally, Reardon Consultant will finish this phase up here with our engineering company in the next month or two. So therefore, I mean, I feel that they need to get paid for their work that they're going to do, and the work that's been done so far has been excellent, and I think we should finish it. So on that note, I would make a motion to approve the increase in the amount of $15,000 to Reardon Consultant for their Phase 2 agreement of the Ileana redevelopment project.
I believe this amount was part of the original contract, so I don't see the need to increase it. In speaking with American Structure
I have a
Point,
motion on the floor, Mr. President.
I understand, yeah. There's still comments, though. You can still take comments.
He has,
Yeah,
he has to second it first.
We have a second?
Second, then comment.
is there a second?
We have a second?
Second.
Okay,
We have a
okay,
motion and a second. Now go ahead, Mr. Conley.
So in speaking with American Structure Point, they typically don't work with a third party for one. They work directly with the municipality. And this $15,000, we're asking each of our department heads to cut their budget in light of Senate Bill 1, and I think this money could be reappropriated for town services. So I disagree with this entirely, so I will not be supporting this request.
Pat, there won't be any more additional costs to Phase 2. This is it, right?
That's correct.
Okay. All right.
And Mr. President, I mean, Mr. Conley's talking about Senate Bill 1, which don't even go into effect until next year, so to compare that.
But we're asking our town department heads to cut their budgets by 5%.
Right, but we also have a master plan that needs to get put together and get presented to us.
We're working with American Structure Point on doing that and making progress.
And that's why we have our consulting firm. American Structure Point isn't doing the work that our consulting firm is doing.
Okay.
They're doing the engineering work. So
All right, we have different opinions, Tom.
yeah, totally on that, Mr. Conley.
Okay, thank you, Pat.
Thank you.
Mr. Truxell, we're going to do a roll call.
Yes, Mr. President. Mr. Johnson?
No.
Mr. Conley?
No,
Mrs. Arvanitis?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Getzloff?
Yes. Motion carries 3-2. Next is the considered donation to Northwest Indiana Cancer Kids Foundation, which is the NIC Foundation, for the Great Gold Rush Race in the amount of $2,000. Jim?
Thank you, Mr. President. This is a donation request from the Nick Foundation. They requested this for their race that they have every year, and their request matches what they requested last year. Yeah, the amount, I should say, excuse me.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. President, I move to approve. This is a great program that we have donated to for years, and with the donations that we receive on a monthly basis, I think to donate to the Cancer Kids Foundation is something that our council should be proud of what we've done over the years. So I move to approve.
Okay, we have a motion.
May I just add on? I will second, but I want to add on the Northwest Indiana Cancer Kids. Donna Kreiner is the founder from Schererville, Indiana, and they've been around since 2009. I did a little research on this because there was some question about giving them a donation. Since 2009, it was founded because her grandson was also a Thank you. It was founded by Donna Kreiner in 2009, who's a Schererville resident. Her grandson had cancer and survived, and she started the Nick Foundation. So what they do is they help families not only when the children are sick and they're in the hospital, when they come home, they do things like they've torn the carpet out of houses because the carpet was not suitable for a child for their breathing. They put appliances in a home. They provide gas cards. They do things to assist over 330 families, and 25 families were from Schererville. So I think there should be no question this is a Schererville resident who has done things for just so many people in Lake County, but in Schererville as well. And with this month being Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, those of us without children that are sick cannot imagine what people go through. So I'm proud to second this, and we should be supporting them from the town of Schererville.
And I will also say I had the pleasure of serving on their board for 5 years when it first came out, and they do a lot of wonderful things. So.
I served as well, so thank you.
Yeah. So with that being said, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Nope.
I just have one thing to say. I was the one who raised concern about this donation, and I admit that I raised this concern because we are donating a second time to this charity. I do think that donations, like Mr. Dean mentioned earlier, I think this is taxpayer dollars, probably should not be used for donations to nonprofits. This is a great cause. I love the Nick Foundation. I've done this race a bunch of times, running this race a bunch of times, raising money for them, working with them. It's a great cause. My concern was in this regard, this is the second donation this year to this organization. I think that's bad policy, bad precedent. It's money that should be spent elsewhere. And truthfully, I was concerned about that precedent being set by this council. So I'm going to vote in favor of this donation, but ultimately, I think it's bad precedent. We shouldn't be doing this.
Okay, with that being said, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Next is to consider approval to purchase property located at 94 Kennedy Avenue, Schererville, Indiana, from Sheridan Raskovich, I think, in the amount of $27,200 for right-of-way, and to authorize the town manager and director of operations, the clerk treasurer, town attorney to finalize and execute all documents. Jim?
I'm going to defer this to Director Hansen.
Okay.
So this is for Kennedy Avenue Phase 3, parcel 13, shown on the projector in purple here. It's in the amount of $27,200. This amount was based on the appraisal, and it's just purchasing right-of-way for the Kennedy Avenue expansion.
Okay, thank you. Pleasure of the board.
Move to approve, Mr. President.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Consider approval to purchase property located at 249 Kennedy Avenue, Schererville, Indiana, from Leona Pico and Warden Schaefer, with interest to Peter Pico in the amount of $40,000, which is a right-of-way, and to authorize the town manager, directors of operations, clerk treasurer, and town attorney to finance execution of documents, Phase 3 and Phase 4 of Kennedy Avenue Improvement Project. Andy?
Yep, this is also for Kennedy Avenue Phase 3. It's parcel number 4, shown on the projector in purple here as well. It's in the amount of $40,000. This amount was also based on the appraisal, and this is purchasing right-of-way for the Kennedy Avenue expansion.
Pleasure of the board.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second, any discussion?
I have one question, Andy. Is this property on the east side?
It is. This is where it starts to jog to the west.
Okay,
And it's cleaning up the record because it's not platted.
okay. Yes.
All right, so we have motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Proclamation September 15th through the 21st of 2025 is National Sea Tracks Think Train Week in the town of Schererville. Councilman Robin?
Yes. The proclamation is National Sea Tracks Think Train Week. Whereas Sea Tracks Think Train Week is to be held across the U.S. from September 15th to 21st, 2025. Whereas 2,252 rail grade crossing collisions resulted in 749 personal injuries and were responsible for 268 fatalities in the United States during 2024. And whereas 1,465 pedestrian trespassing casualties have occurred in the United States, resulting in 821 pedestrians being killed and another 644 injured while trespassing on railroad property rights of way during 2024. And whereas educating and informing the public about rail safety, reminding the public that railroad right-of-ways are private property, enhancing public awareness of the dangers associated with highway rail grade crossings, ensuring pedestrians and motorists are looking and listening while near railways, and obeying established traffic laws will reduce the number of avoidable fatalities and injuries caused by incidents involving trains and citizens. And whereas the International Association of Chiefs of Police, National Operation Lifesaver Incorporated, the United States Department of Transportation, and all local, state, county, and railroad law enforcement officers, first responders, and railroad corporations commit to partnering together in an effort to educate at a national level all aspects of railroad safety, to enforce applicable laws in support of National C-Tracks Think Train Week. Therefore, reading on behalf of Rob Getzloff, Town Council President, who hereby attests his full support, proclaiming September 15th to 21st, 2025, National C-Tracks Think Train Week, and I encourage all citizens to recognize the importance of rail safety education.
Thank you, Robin. Pleasure of the board.
Move to approve, Mr. President.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion's approved, 5-0. Consider acceptance of donations, $5,351.39. Mr. Troxel.
Yes, Mr. President. Of that $5,351.39, there was in-kind donations totaling $3,440.06, and the total monetary donations of that amount was $1,903.33. If I could, I'd be happy to read all these. There's 3 pages here, or if you guys would like to, we can have these added to the minutes instead.
We have a motion for that, to add it to the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. At this time, I will take any business from the floor. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes a person. Any business from the floor?
I just got a quick question on William Prato, 1750 St. George. I don't understand this in the Ileana thing. I'm not sure. The $15,000 that they're adding to it, is that on top of an already agreed to bid? I mean, how did they
Mr. Gorman,
how did they get it in the first place?
Pardon
Through
me?
a bid?
would you explain what the gentleman is asking?
Yeah, it was a contract, but there was room in there. If it extended the time, then they could add to it. And that's what the petitioner, or that's what the contract was.
in the contract.
Yeah.
That if they just, you know, what I'm saying is if I hire somebody to do something for me at a set price, and then they don't get it done in time and need more time to do it, I'm not gonna give them more money. I gave them, they had a
but
contract.
You didn't delay the job.
Right, well, the town delayed the job, and so that's why. Okay.
That's the argument.
I'm trying to understand why we're,
It's-
and if there's a
yeah,
reason
it-
for it, absolutely, this guy deserves his money. But it just, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand how the contract worked as far as you just don't get it done and we give you more. I mean, that's not a good practice, you know? All right, thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? State your name and your address for the record, Pat.
Pat Reardon, 2712 Sunnybrook Court, Schererville, Indiana. Pardon me, as the mic attacks me. Following up, we're looking for council guidance on moving forward with the master plan concept. We submitted paperwork that speaks to the suggested modifications to the plans that were submitted before, and with council approval, we would like to move forward and, as I mentioned earlier, deliver that draft master plan concept to the council within 4 to 6 weeks. So we're not going to move forward without the council saying move forward. We're poised to, We're eager to, we're anxious to, but, you know, we take direction from you and the town administration.
You're talking about moving on in phase 2?
That is correct.
Yes. Well, I don't know where there was any confusion. I thought we all agreed that we would move on.
Well,
in phase 2.
that's great.
Phase two should supply us with the
That's right.
with the draft of the master plan.
That's correct. You know, following the council's joint meetings and Andy's great notes and Councilman Schmidt's notes, we met with Structure Point, we had conversation with town administration, and took into consideration the suggestions on modifying the plan. And we submitted that, and we want to move forward. So if the council's fine with that, great, and we'll get back to work and be back to the council with that draft master plan.
That would be.
I don't think that's where we're at, though. I don't think we have a consensus among the council as to what the master plan is supposed to look like yet. And I didn't know there was notes being handed off to the consultant, so I guess I'll send mine over.
Yeah, I believe with Andy's notes that was gathered from the meetings.
Correct.
That's why a rough draft master plan needs to be presented to us.
Right, and we presented a new concept plan reflective of those comments made during your joint meetings as summarized by Andy and also reflective of the meeting that's on the video. And we're just asking permission to move ahead and present you with a draft of a master plan that would reference and speak to those ideas presented. And then we anticipate the council saying, you know what, we like this, we don't like this, and then it would go to final plan.
Yeah, I understand, and we had something in the back
Can I
dated
clarify?
yesterday that we never even have seen or discussed until whatever,
Yeah, and when
an
did
hour
we get
ago.
it, Andy?
And we didn't even spend any time on it in exec session, so.
But
That's what I wanted to clarify, that was just given to us yesterday, so you guys have not even really seen it yet.
Right,
So you
right.
guys need to review that, and it is different than the original draft based on the notes that was provided at the joint study session with the park board and the town council.
So we did talk about the
Can you
high-intensity
fix the
plan
mic up there?
with replacing some of the amenities.
Fix the mic.
Mr. President, my recommendation, Pat, would be for you to meet with staff and go over the notes and everything that Annie's put together and the drawings that he's talking about, and
We did that, Tom.
go from there.
We just got them from him yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. We got what he's talking about, that he sent them
Update.
on to us.
Okay. Well, then that will need to be sent to us, yeah.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
And we'll be in there to look at them.
Thank you, Mr. Rude.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Any other comments from the floor? Any other comments from the floor? Any other comments? Hearing none, seeing none, this meeting's adjourned. Have a good night, everyone.